Like I didn't really get a real lane.
There were still things that could be better despite the laning phase being fucky. Alright, do you see my screen?
Yeah.
Alright, let's get here, shall we? So you say that the lane is fucky, but is it really fucky? Like, yeah, he griefed, but he almost killed you because you made a mistake, right? So even level 1, you deny him more minions by not pushing the wave. Just because enemy minions will kill your minions, right? So he loses more minions for this.
Okay.
That's just a thing in general that you kind of have to know. If you want to deny the enemy minions, actually keeping them even, unless you can crash it into tower, is better. So already here, we want to start.
I should be autoing him right there.
Yeah, there should be a QW coming here. Like, you have started level up your spells with control, right? I've noticed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, so that's good. So you should already be trying to level this up here. And then QW auto attack it. Yeah, I mean, you're getting into the habit of doing it, which is what matters, I think. But I think the thing here is you need to already be thinking about how can I punish this guy. Your mindset heading into the lane is I win every single interaction when he cannot trade back with me, right? So if we try to think about this, and this is how you should think about every matchup when you're heading into the game, right? How do you win trades? Like, what does a good trade look like to you? So if we're thinking about Orianna versus Yone, what does a good trade look like to you?
I mean, obviously just auto QW and take no damage.
Yes, you just one quick trade and then that's it. Okay. So what does a good trade for Yone look like?
Get his tornado thing and
then get on top of you, right? Yes, yeah. He gets his nado up and then he gets on top of you. Okay. So now that we have kind of articulated what good trades are for each of these champions, obviously it's very simplified, we can start setting some conditions for ourselves. So we know that Yone takes a good trade if he has his third Q. So
I'd probably want to let him push so he really can't get on top of me.
Yes, that also influences how you will play with the wave, but that's actually a good thought process, yes. That is correct. But let's keep it simple for now, just in terms of like looking for things in the lane. Not so much how to play with the wave, although obviously that matters, yes. But let's simplify it for now.
Okay.
So yes, you can now set a condition for yourself. If Yone does not have his third Q, you can walk up and hit him, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is the condition. So if he doesn't have his third Q, you can walk up and hit him. If he does have his third Q, you have to respect him and play a little bit more carefully, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that is the condition now. So right now, does Yone have his third Q?
No, so I should be up.
So you should be playing aggressively. Okay, let's go forward, because this is where the mistake comes in. Ah, fuck, you used your control, or you used your mouse key. Still, he doesn't have third Q, by the way. You can still play very, very aggressively here. But, let's look. Still doesn't have it. The condition has not been met yet. But now, what's up now?
Yeah, now I should be getting back.
Now he has his third Q. So the condition has been met. Now he can take a winning trade. So now we have to be a bit careful, right? You need to start thinking about how, like, the conditions you need to set for yourself in terms of winning the lane or taking favorable trades in the lane. And obviously for every champion it's different, right? Or for like what they need to accomplish or what they need to set up to take a good trade with you. It's different. If you're playing into Silas, for example, he needs to have a clear way to get on top of you with his E. If he doesn't, you just win, right? So you still beat him in quick trades, but you have to run away afterwards, right? Like, kind of how this works. So here I would be very careful. And you end up
Which I wasn't.
Yeah, you weren't, and now you take a lot of damage.
But watch, he just griefs.
Yeah, I mean, yes, but look at this lane. You're fucked. It's over.
Yeah, I should be like backing.
It's really fucked because you didn't respect his third Q. You didn't think about what he wants to win the trade, and how that like you beat him in the lane. So that's the problem. Like, that's the mindset you need to get into. What you should be doing, realistically, and I know it's gonna be a ball ache, right? Initially, at least. Whenever you go into the game, you try to think about how the matchup should go the first couple of levels. You try to do this you try to do what we just did, right? Where it's like, okay, what does a good trade for me look like? On Orianna, it will be quite simple, because a lot of the time it will just be, yeah, I land a QW and I don't take damage back. Splendid. Lovely. So you will look for those QWs. And then the next thing you ask is, what does a good trade for the enemy look like? And how can I prevent the enemy from getting a good trade? Or when do I have to be careful because the enemy can get a good trade? And you start setting these conditions for yourself. Because you're not doing it. You're playing based off of just like what you think can happen, but you're not like actively really thinking about it, you know, and setting yourself these conditions. And being aware of it, it feels like, at the very least. Does that make sense?
Yeah, 100%.
That is something that I think you need to start doing. And then you can actively
try it if it's someone who's like similar to Orianna, so like maybe like a Syndra or something.
Then it comes down to spacing quite a lot. Then it will be... Then minions will matter a lot more, if that makes sense. Because then it will be a...
play a wave like that. Push or... Like sometimes I don't really know if I should be pushing or letting it push to me, depending on the matchup.
Well... Generally speaking, well, I don't want to give you any super, like, advanced advice. It's hard to just say you should push or you should let it push into you, because obviously it depends on the game state and what you want to happen in the lane.
And what level everyone is and whatnot.
Yeah, like, more so what you want to happen in the lane. Generally speaking, if the wave is coming into you, it allows you to trade in a better way, right? In a safer manner, because you're closer to your tower. But generally speaking, pushing gives you more options to do stuff like recalling, getting objectives, roaming, taking jungle camps, getting vision, all of these things. So pushing usually gives you a lot of options. So pushing is usually better. At this MMR at least. It's better. I don't... yeah.
So watch, he just completely griefs this.
Yeah, I mean... yeah. He could have flashed on you there and killed you as well, by the way. But he just didn't. What a nice guy. So here, we have to insta-push it. I like this. You should use your spells here, though. Because we need to push this as quickly as possible. We're recalling anyway, so mana doesn't matter. There's no Yone in the lane, so our spells being on cooldown doesn't matter, right? So here, just push, 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 push. All your spells. Except your E, maybe. In case Shaco comes, you can E yourself. But QW should for sure come out here and just push this quicker. Right? Make sense?
Yeah.
The reason being there's no Yone in the lane. And you're leaving anyway. Right. If Yone was in the lane, but your intention was just to leave afterwards, then it's fine as well. Where's the next point? Here, okay. This, well, it's a little bit later, but this is kind of cool. This would be an instance where, obviously, we want to find trades, right? So the wave coming into us is good. We don't really need to be pushing yet, because what are we gonna do with push at level 4? Like, yeah, we can't really take jungle camps, we can't really roam bot lane. Like, we can get vision, that's about it. But at this level, I don't think vision matters that much. At higher levels, it matters a bit more, because we can do a lot more with vision. For example, if we know that Shaco is here, then top lane knows how to play, right? Or if we see that this jungle camp is down, we can kind of deduce where Shaco is in the jungle, and one side of the map can play more aggressively. That's not going to happen at this level, so I don't think vision matters that much. But okay, already here. Again. What's wrong?
I should be... He doesn't have his third thing up.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, you should fucking be on him. Yeah, he doesn't have his third Q. Yeah, exactly. You should just be hitting him. Punch his ass.
Gold advantage.
Yeah, just keep... Here. Okay. It's actually a pretty smooth dodge, but I don't think this was intentional. But that was a pretty smooth dodge on the W. He still doesn't have his third Q, right?
Wait, he dodged my W?
No, you dodged his W by stepping back.
Oh.
That was pretty smooth by you. Yeah, you should still just be hitting him. Hey, why are we moving backwards? He doesn't have his third Q yet.
Yeah, true.
Now he gets it, and now his Q is up. So now you have to be careful. But here, actually, I don't know. Yeah, you can actually Q him here again. You're at quite a safe distance, so he can't really Q into you. But just to keep it simple, this is fine. Because his third Q in and of itself is actually not scary to get hit by. It's only like a little bit of damage. The problem is just the follow-up afterwards, right?
Where he's just on top of me.
Yeah, where he just auto-shoot to death. So here you want to start looking for Qs again. He doesn't have his third Q, right? So get on him. Trade. Just look for trade. Just damage, damage, damage. Obviously while we're last hitting.
I'm not punishing him at all.
Yeah, this is good. We get the QW. I don't know what he's doing here. Like, the Q should come out again here, by the way. Another Q. Like, as many times as you can spam the Q on him, the better, obviously, right? Yeah, we just kind of whiff it. What is the next point? Here, yeah, I mean, I think you can just trade a bit with him here as well. Like, he doesn't have 30 Q, right? So you just kill him. Here, this is a point where you should just be able to recognize I have a massive HP advantage. He's just dead here. Like, he
does have a minion advantage.
Yeah, you have a lot of HP advantage. You can kind of space him out. So if he runs away, you run with him. If he starts running into you, you kind of have to walk back a bit. But he is just dead here. Instead of running backwards, you should be running into him. Like, you have a 400 HP advantage. If your Pyke wasn't there, I'm worried you wouldn't kill him. Because you can solo kill him here. So we need to find a point where we recognize that the enemy Yone is dead, and then we just walk at him. Well, we have enough damage, yes. Well, we should be able to recognize, okay, I have enough damage to kill him here. He does not have enough damage to kill me. Let's just run at him, or like try to play it in a manner where we can kill him. Sometimes you're gonna be wrong, by the way. And he will just kill you, and you'll be like, well, fuck, he had damage to kill me. And that's fine. That's fine, but you need to start looking for it at least. Like, for when you think you have enough damage to kill them and they don't have enough damage to kill you. And then you just run at them. Or when you just, generally speaking, think you have enough damage to kill someone. And you just fucking snap it. And you go for it. Yeah, here we push the wave. Again, just the Q thing. Go through the entire minion wave. Yeah, just makes you push it a little bit faster. Here, this is actually a really interesting point. So. After we push the wave, what do we want to look for?
Well, I mean, I have no mana, so I should probably back.
Exactly, so why are we running in?
Yeah, I don't know.
Exactly, so what I want you to do is I want you to think about what to do after you push. And here, you immediately said it when we were talking about it, right? You have no mana, so there's nothing to do. You just recall. Good, that's a good answer, that's correct, I think. But instead you're trying to do something, like, what? We're just wasting time here. And I'm worried that you would actually be hitting this tower if I didn't tell you to recall.
Yeah, maybe.
Which is a bit of a concern to me. What is next?
No.
Yeah, this. This is just like thinking about what you want to do after you've accomplished your goal. So what is your goal at the moment?
Just get the plate.
Get the plate, right? Okay, that's a good goal. I think that's correct. What do we want to do after we get this plate? Can we get another? That is the first question you ask yourselves. Okay, we can't get another. Okay, so what are we gonna do then? If we can't get another plate?
Maybe go get our chickens or our wolves or something, or ward their chickens.
That's a decent response. I think because of the recent jungle changes, killing these chickens actually is a lot harder if you don't have jungle items.
Right.
So I think, yeah, getting vision is a good response. Yeah, I would absolutely just go ward their vision or their wraiths here and get some vision. Yeah, you want to constantly, like, once you have accomplished your goal, you think about what to do next immediately. It has to be quick.
Yeah.
Like, it needs to.
Getting the goal.
You need to be like in that state where you just immediately look for the next thing. Just look for the next thing. As soon as you accomplish that goal, look for the next thing. What do we do next? What do we do next? Where can we do something? Where can we get gold? Where can we, like, you know? So what I want you to start doing is after you accomplish your goal, so after you take a jungle camp, after you push a wave, after you get the plate, you start thinking and you ask yourself, what do I want to do next? What can I do next? And usually you will actually come to a pretty decent conclusion. The problem is I just don't think you're thinking about this stuff. Or like telling yourself what to do afterwards. You know? We have a pretty cool point here. This is kind of Orianna specific. But here,
I think I'm gonna start maining her.
yeah, I mean, it is my most played, so I really love her. Your general combo, which does a lot of damage, by the way. This guy is in one-shot range, almost. He's almost dead with 800 HP, which is pretty insane, right? But your general
What would be the one-shot range, you think? 700, maybe?
it depends on how much distance you have. If you can actually get your full combo off, he is dead. Because your combo is usually
Which
Q,
would be what? Auto, Q?
W.
Do I open with auto?
Yeah, if you can. It's obviously better. If you can throw auto attacks in between this, it's obviously better because it's more damage. But it's Q, W, R, Q, E, and then if you can Q again, it's good. You get 3 Qs off usually. 2 or 3 Qs. That is what deals so much damage. It's the amount of Qs you get off.
Okay.
It's a really cool combo. Orianna kind of like, her full combo comes out quite slowly compared to other champions. Obviously, like a Syndra combo is just QEW ult, and that's that. In 1 second, you have all your damage out. Orianna takes like 2 or 3 seconds to deal all of her damage.
But probably does more than Syndra if you get the whole combo.
Yeah, if you get the full combo, yes, she does more.
Would I want to do that right here under tower like that?
Yes. The amount of times you can kill the enemy under tower is pretty insane. Yeah, I actually don't think your full combo kills him here. But I think if you land this QW, your next full combo will kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, here I would ult, but he's in for some reason. Yeah, I mean, well played to that guy. I don't really know what's going on there.
The Mundo, you're saying?
No, the Yone, he just E'd in instead of running away. Kind of insane.
Oh, yeah.
Next point is quite far away. Oh yeah, it's the dive here.
Oh yeah, this is the worst play of the game.
Yeah, this probably loses the game. But after we push this,
Really?
ask yourself, like, can I do anything? Like, what do I want to do next? What did I want to do? So, I pushed the wave. What do I want to do next? Your Aatrox is probably gonna go top lane. You said I can go catch top lane. I don't think it's a bad idea. I think it's fine. The problem is just what's gonna happen then is you're gonna be stuck top lane while your Aatrox runs mid. And then Vi is gonna be able to kill you. That is the reason I don't like you going top here. Not because it's bad
Wait,
to
why?
catch
Because
this wave.
Aatrox would just go mid?
Aatrox would go mid because otherwise we would lose waves mid lane, right? Because you would have to be top lane.
And then I'd be stuck 1v1ing Vi.
Yeah, which kind of feels a bit bad, right? Because she would one-shot you,
Yeah.
basically. So that's why I don't like you going top here. Catching the wave is actually fine. If you can catch the wave and then run mid afterwards, that's really good. I think you would run top here and your Aatrox would run mid, and then it would kind of suck for you. So, top lane is actually a fine decision. Can we kill bot lane? That is the question we ask ourselves. If we think at the moment bot lane is
It
killable,
was just so strong, that's why I thought it, you know...
yeah, I mean, it looks fine to me. I would go for a ward here as well. Like, while we're running bot lane, just place a ward somewhere in the jungle here to see if someone is coming down here. If you're gonna go for the play.
Should I be queuing these bushes on the way?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, it's pretty good. Like, you don't need your Q for anything else, right? This play at the moment doesn't really look that possible to me anymore. Because I don't think we have the damage to potentially dive without the wave.
Well, this made me think otherwise when this Q right here.
Oh, this QW?
Like, I probably could have killed him. If I stayed...
If
then,
he
like,
so if he doesn't ult, then yes, he's dead here. If you full combo him here, he does die. Yes. If he doesn't ult. If he ults, then you don't kill him. But it's fine. At this point, can we dive anymore? Probably not, right? Because we don't have a wave. So we can just return to mid lane. It's fine. We have made our play. It didn't work out. That's cool. Let's not get hung up on it. Let's focus on the next thing.
Yeah, so, like, and then I saw the Samir pull up, or their, whatever their ADC was.
Yeah, Kaisa. So here, like,
Guys,
I would already be worried. Also, you know this bush is warded. So if you really want to dive it, I would pink this bush. Because I don't think this dive is necessarily bad at this point. But the problem is you just run into Swain E as well. You needed to wait just a little bit longer while playing here.
and let him throw out the E and miss.
Yeah, let the wave come in, like crash, and then you look for a combo on the Swain, right? But the problem is you get hit by the E, and now you're dead. If you don't get hit by the E, it's probably actually a fine play.
Yeah, that's and then everyone dies because I got hit by that.
Yeah, but initially, like, I don't... It's a very tough decision to say if it's a good play. I think you probably just accept that while you're running down there, or after you've run down there, that the play probably isn't going to work, so let's just do something else. You know? But you just had to dodge the E. You want to stay out of their range, you know? That's the main thing. Yeah, okay.
I think I just get pwned.
This is spacing as well. You don't want to run into her. You want to just get into a point where you can QW her and then immediately start running away. That's how Orianna plays. Like here, I would already be running, because I know that the Vi can one-shot me with her build. But here you're just running into her while she's channeling Q, you know? I would be a bit more careful here, so she doesn't get to turn on us.
Completely inted.
Yeah, and then she flashes on you. You're just dead. That kind of sucks. Feels bad. Oh, yeah, this is like another Orianna-specific thing. You can Q the edge of the bush here, just because it allows you to stay a little bit further away, in case someone is in the bush.
I didn't know Q's gave vision.
Yeah, it gives you vision. It gives you vision on the ball. So I would Q the edge of the bush here instead of this area of the bush, just because you obviously have to walk closer to the bush to be able to Q here, right? So I would Q this instead, just because it lets us sit a little bit further away, which means in case someone is in this bush, you're further away from them, which is obviously good. So I would Q the edge of the bush. Yeah, this is another instance where we'd be like, what do we want to do after we push? What can we do here after we push?
I think
We can grab another wave.
God.
Yeah, we can grab another wave. I think grabbing another wave is fine here. So after we grab this wave, what can we do? Can we hit the enemy tower?
Probably not.
No, right? Because we have no vision in the top side at all. We could easily die. Okay, so we can't hit the tower. Are there any jungle camps we can take? Yeah, you have a lot of gold. Yeah, any jungle camps we can take? No, not really, right? We have a lot of gold. We want to spend that gold. Okay, so we're probably just going to recall after this wave. That's fine. That's a good decision. But I want to make sure that you're at least considering these things, right? Like, that should be your thought process after you push the wave. Like, what do I need to do next? Can I hit the tower? Can I get jungle camps? Can I get anything? No? Okay, then we just recall. We just recall then. And we just spend our gold. 1930? I have a point. Oh yeah, this is again gonna be a point where it's like, okay, what can we really do after pushing this wave? Can we hit the tower? Probably not. Why can we not hit the tower? Because we don't know where Vi is, and Vi could just run straight down here.
Yeah.
So we have to leave after this. Just because Vi could be here. I would be a bit scared of walking up here.
Yeah, I don't know what I was doing.
Yeah, you know? Yeah, Vi could be here. Like, that is, again, am I safe to take the next wave? And if it's really far up in enemy territory and you don't have vision on the enemy team, the answer is usually just going to be no. So you just want to find something else to do. Yeah, this is like, you're just wasting time by walking into river here. You would want to take the next wave immediately. Just like immediately walk in and take the next wave. Oh yeah, okay, this was another thing actually. I think it's here. So while you are taking these wraiths, I think. Or maybe you're not. No. Wait, when the fuck do you take wraiths? Here. Or what? No, it's a little bit further. But there's a point where you take wraiths and you could be looking at the minimap while you're doing it.
I think I just took them.
Yeah, here. Right. So while you're taking these wraiths, right? You don't really need to pay attention to take these wraiths, right?
Yeah, no.
So you should be looking at the map while you do this. So when you're doing something that doesn't really require you to focus very intently on like what you're doing, you look at the map. When you're hitting a tower, you look at the map. When you're basing, you look at the map. When you're taking jungle camps, you look at the map. Just to make sure that you're oriented about what the fuck is going on here. And what you need to do next. That is another habit I need you to start getting into.
Looks like they're on drag, which I could be looking to take.
I mean, the main thing is we actually do end up seeing Vi here.
Oh.
But you're not seeing her because you're looking at this instead of map.
Yeah.
So while you're doing something that doesn't really require focus, try to pay attention to the map while you're doing it, right? Yeah, we get a good fight here. Now you're about to grief the entire game. Oh no, not the incident. Here you're just not safe. You just have to recall. You're completely out of mana and you have a lot of gold. I know you need 30 more gold, but just wait in base,
Oh,
man.
yeah, that's where
Just
I get
wait in
this.
base. Just wait. We're gonna have 30 gold in base anyway. You have 20 already. Yeah, I mean, this is really bad.
Greedy.
That is very, very bad. Yeah. It's not even greedy, because you don't really need the gold. You get the gold, like... You probably get your items just as fast if you're just in base, waiting.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just bad.
Okay, this is actually a really interesting point as well. Where is it? Wait, where is it? Oh yeah, it's here. So here, I call for you to go join this fight. Your intention here should be make your impact on this fight as quickly as possible, and then once you recognize if the fight is lost or won, you need to go top, yes. So once you recognize the outcome of this fight, you just immediately leave. There will be fights, or a lot of fights, well, yeah, a lot of the time when you're fighting and you recognize what the outcome is and you ask yourself, can I do anything more in this fight, or am I needed anymore in this fight? After you have done that, you look at the map and you think to yourself, what do I need to do next? Because here, your impact is not needed anymore in this fight. The fight is over. We've won the fight. So now you don't need to be here anymore. So now we look at the map. Where do I need to be now? And the answer would be top lane. So you should just immediately walk over here and recall.
Yeah, so I griefed up an inhibitor there.
Yeah, we end up losing an inhib because of it. There will be times as well where there's no Vi here, but you still win this fight. What do we do then? We look at the map and we ask ourselves, where do I need to be and where can I get resources? And the answer would probably still be recall and catch top wave, or go catch bot wave, or go take enemy jungle camps. But after the fight is over and decided, you just look and you're like, where do I need to go next? Where can I get gold? Where am I needed? Right? That is the other thing you need to get into the habit of doing. Like, it's all of these thought processes that need to change, you know, that you need to start establishing. And this is just a general thing in terms of how you fight with Orianna. Because you said that you would want to main her. Stay at safe distance and throw QWs. So here, this is actually completely fine. You would throw your QW on whoever is closest. Who is that right now? It's probably going to be Kai'Sa, judging by how she's running.
Yeah, if I went for Vi, it'd be a bad angle.
I mean, you could actually look for a Q here and ult both of them. That'd be pretty cool. That would work as well. You end up walking too close. On Orianna, you want to try to stay max range. Vi flashes. And now you're already too close. So Kai'Sa just gets to hit you. Like, once people get on top of you, Orianna kind of sucks, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah,
Like, she needs to keep people at distance.
Towards my Mundo there.
Yeah, you could have done that as well. Like, you would have lived as well. But the entire, like, the problem was that you ended up running too close initially. Like, just stay at max range, QW, and then ult whenever you need to, right? Like, just stay at max range and get your damage out. You don't need to walk any closer than you absolutely have to, right? But yeah, that's kind of all I have for this game.
I should start using the Z and X thing maybe on Orianna.
That I do? Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that. It might just be a bit more complicated than you have to.